today was crazy, actually.
Crazy for me.
For Lee, because Lee organized everyone coming over here to do group vocals for our new, what would you call it, EP?
We just call it a CD because
it's
we don't
CD,
know what to call
but it only has
but
5 songs on it.
See
so,
ya!
Bye guys, bye twins, bye Ashton, sorry. And
goodbye,
everyone's just leaving
my
now.
giant friend.
And anyway, so I guess we'd call it an EP because there's 5 songs on it.
Yeah.
My favorite song on it, Rock Biter, we had to do the group vocals for it. Everyone sang along for the end part, and it was totally awesome.
But yeah, so basically what we got up to today is organize that. We got all these cool people to come over.
Lots of bands. We got Set the Floor on Fire guys.
On Call Heroes,
Apparatus, Two Beats Champion. I think all of them were here. They're actually still out there yelling on their driveway.
You can hear that.
And who else? Other bands?
If there is.
Individual people.
I'm sorry for forgetting them, but it was really cool to have all these friends come and help us out. We just finished up and it was a long, hard process, but it was
like
worth it.
I can't believe it. We're done recording now. It took like how many months? Buttload.
It took a buttload of months.
My day was less crazy. I spent my day napping. So
until now, I felt bad because we were taking a while to start the recording process. So me and John from our band, who isn't here because he had to go home because he's a big baby. We went to Superstore and we got everyone chips and drinks and cookies, and so everyone was less sad and they had to wait around. I was born, and then like 2.5 years later, Jackson was born, and I met him then when he was my brother in the hospital.
That's when we first met.
We were born in the States, and we moved here when I was 15 and you were 12 or 13 or whatever. And then after I lived here for a year, I met Lee, and you can tell the rest.
Well, and then I became her lovely boyfriend.
Yeah.
And then that led to us realizing that we all played instruments and like music. And I found out that Jackson was really good at guitar, so we just would jam and try to play like Rage Against the Machine songs and just like jam. And then we decided, hey, like we can actually have a band. So we got our bass player John, who is not present right now.
He and Jackson were best friends. So Lee's a year older than me, and I graduated in 2007, and Jackson and John are in grade 11. And I like forced all of them to make a band with me, and like forced them to make songs, because I knew that like no one else knew this, because Jackson was never in a band before, that he is like ridiculous at playing the guitar. So I was like, I have to like get this guy before anyone else. So I like forced him to be in a band with me.
He's actually on a secret contract, so he can't really not be in our band for like about 4 or 5 years. We got him locked in. So.
Yeah. And it's very convenient because basically they're my best friends, because he's my brother and he's my boyfriend. So we basically just like we're always hanging out anyway. So it's very convenient as a band.
Yeah.
When we first started, we had no idea what to call ourselves.
Oh, we had a show. We had a Supernova show.
We had
so we had to have a name.
We had a Supernova show lined up, and we had a deadline.
Okay, first, if people don't know what Supernova show is, basically it's like a battle of the bands, but it's put on by this company called Supernova, and they make all the bands pay to like sign up. And anyways, what happens is all the bands sign up, and then you got to sell your own tickets and stuff, and you put on a big show. And so we entered this show, and we didn't have a name. And then so on the first tickets were printed, it was like every other band's name and then And More.
And we were And More.
And so we were known as And More for about like a day, and then we figured we better come up with a name. So now you can take over.
My little brother's a big nerd, but we're all secretly,
like
but the coolest nerd in the world, probably.
Yeah.
So
he's really awesome.
Just so we're clear.
He came up with our name.
We're all secretly nerds, but he was watching the 1986 animated Transformers movie. And the bad guy in that movie's name is Unicron, and he's like, "You guys should call your band Unicron." And
so we were thinking, okay, we can change it later, but we think
like
it's
it a lot.
sweet. We love that. We love it, that name, and it just sounds like a metal unicorn. So that's what I think of when I think of it.
And it's really funny because like every time we meet new people, they always ask us how we came up with the name, and like, the first assumption is usually that it's just like a typo and it's supposed to be unicorn.
Yeah,
and so we have to crush their dreams
unicorn.
on that one.
They'd be like, and now unicorn. Like,
and then the second assumption is like all the cool guys like to be like, oh, is that like a mix between unicorn and chronic? And we're like, no, it's not. And then we tell them the nerdy truth, and they're always a little bit let down, but you know.
Unicron's a giant, it's the biggest transformer, and it eats planets.
It was played by Orson Welles, he voiced it.
Fun bit of information there.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's how we got our name.
I can't lie. It's hard. It's kind of hard to be the only girl sometimes because, well, first of all, the guys treat me great because Jackson and Lee, like, they really are my best friends, and John, you know, he treats me really well. They don't treat me like one of the guys. He treats me like his sister. He treats me like his girlfriend, and John treats me like the person who will yell at him if he does anything wrong.
John farts.
Like he treats me like a mom.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but it's really, they treat me great, and it's not hard being in the band with these guys. But it's hard being. I'm really one of the only girls that I ever do shows with. There's plenty of girls in around Victoria who are in bands and sing and stuff. It's just like the music that we do, like heavier. You know, lots of people will laugh when I say heavier music because we're not really heavy compared to others. But it's hard as a girl, always being the only guy, or sorry, the only girl around. It's hard being a guy in a girl's body.
Yeah.
No, but it's really hard because you know, everyone makes me feel really welcome, but I'm the girl, and when all the guys are doing silly guy things and talking about guy things, I kind of sit on the back burner.
And she never gets to take her shirt off when we jam shirtless.
Yeah.
So she's a little left out on that.
Yeah, we have a new rule where like we jam with no shirts on, so like I feel left out with
She's
that.
exempt from the rule though.
Yeah. But I'm surprised though with how well everyone treats me, but like all the other bands. But it's hard at first before some people, even if they don't know our music, they're like, oh, it's the band with the girl singer, so they look for a girl as like singing, so they know I'm the one singing. But at first, like everyone, you know, people would be like, are you with the band, as in like I should be paying for a ticket because I'm one of their girlfriends, and I'm like, I'm the lead singer of the band, I made up all the lyrics and stuff. But you know, and it used to kind of hurt my feelings, but everyone that are in bands think it's really cool, and they're really supportive.